everyone. I'm Donna Bush with your CID TV News Brief on this Thursday. At Thursday's press briefing, government leaders discussed Phase 5 of the reopening plan. Let's take a look back at some of the highlights.
It is amongst our highest priorities to find the right balance between public well-being and the safety measures. And based on the response to this new policy and the over 900 people or so, I think, who are now able to safely rejoin their community, we are quite satisfied that this has been the right move to amend this policy. We'd also like to commend the program board and in particular its continued support of measures to protect the sister islands, which is home to some of our country's most vulnerable persons.
We have absolutely nothing to hide. We are facing our reality here on the ground with our own bespoke measures and guidance, of course, from public health. We aren't taking a victory lap at all, and we won't do so yet. And so I need to remind our people to continue to remain vigilant. We can still have deadly consequences if we do not.
After 2 years of uncertainty in the tourism and hospitality sectors, there is more light on the horizon and more reason to be optimistic about the future. And in tandem with the move to Phase 5, I'm excited to confirm the return in February of the United Airlines service from Chicago, Houston, Washington, and Newark, New Jersey. Also, American Airlines service from Miami and Cayman Airways service from Denver, Colorado. In March, we look forward to the return of Delta service from Atlanta, Southwest service from Fort Lauderdale.
Remember, you can watch the entire press briefing on demand on the Cayman Islands government's YouTube channel. Mr. D. Randy Rankin has been selected as the designate chief fire officer following a rigorous and a highly competitive recruitment process led by the Ministry of Home Affairs. The recruitment exercise entailed a series of assessments, including submission of a ministerial briefing paper, leading an in-studio multi-agency media press briefing simulating a major incident, delivering a presentation on the key challenges facing the department, and answering questions posed by an interview panel. Deputy Governor and head of the Civil Service, the Honorable Franz Manderson, said, quote, "The fire service has continued to invest in the professionalization of its workforce and it's paying dividends." Mr. Rankin has demonstrated his versatility as a leader in the emergency management space and as a first responder who serves the public with an obvious sense of urgency and passion. I call on the entire fire service and public to support Mr. Rankin in his new role, end quote. Over the next 6 months, Mr. Rankin will work closely with the outgoing fire chief, Mr. Paul Walker, and alongside fire service senior managers in tandem with the ministry's executive team. That's to align the department's strategic plans with the government's new budget and strategic broad outcomes. We say congratulations to Mr. Rankin. Taking a look at the forecast, which calls for partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers tonight. Temperatures will fall to the low 70s. The outlook is for similar weather conditions that are expected through Saturday, with winds becoming northerly by Sunday morning in response to a cold front that is approaching the Northwest Caribbean. Now, the synopsis is for light easterly winds and seas, which are expected over the Cayman area for the next 24 hours. It's all in association with a weak pressure gradient. Satellite images show low-level clouds over the Northwest Caribbean that are moving towards the southwest. Now, remember, you can find the latest unexpected local weather conditions online at weather.gov.ky. And this brings us to the end of today's news brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining us, wishing you a safe and, of course, a wonderful night, and inviting you back here to join us again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.
The latest accurate information on COVID-19 only from official sources at gov.ky.